A blessed day to all our dear viewers and welcome. I am your host, Sister Charlene Deslate, here to bring you the latest news for today's PMCC Fourth Watch Church Update, featuring glimpses of amazing happenings across several PMCC Fourth Watch Nation. For our first news, we're excited to share the last Sunday, February 4, marked the joyous kick-off of Family Month. Our hearts were truly uplifted by the deeply rooted theme inspired by 1 Corinthians 13 verse 13, which reminds us, "And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love." Now let's hear from Sister Risa Calyao for an update about this blessed kick-off of Family Month.
The church serves as a nurturing environment where familiarity and camaraderie flourish. As February unfolds, attention turns to the families within the church, offering them the opportunity for spiritual growth and enrichment through the teachings of God's love. For Family Month encapsulates this sentiment in reaching family bonds through faith, hope, and love, drawing from 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 13. To commence the festivities, PMCC Fourth Watch came together in joyful celebration, presenting delightful performances aimed at fostering unity not only within physical families, but also within the large family of believers. The Fourth Watch family is profoundly blessed, finding assurance in the knowledge that God is ever present and protects us on our life's journey. As families are honored and acknowledged, the atmosphere is filled with palpable joy and anticipation, even among the youngest members. Gathered in love and solidarity, we are reminded that love reigns supreme amidst life trials. Like resilient roots anchored in fertile soil, our families flourish when nurtured by love, faith, and hope. I am your correspondent, Sister Risa Calyao, reporting for Church Update.
A family rooted in the love of God is a home whose pillars are so sturdy that they cannot be broken down, and whose lights are so bright that they cannot be dimmed out. Truly, nothing can stand against a family who serve the Lord in spirit and in truth. As for the Fourth Watch household, they will serve the Lord earnestly. From the AATF Sports Complex to distant regions, the youth from Cavite, Occidental Mindoro, Laguna, and Quezon Province are deeply blessed by the recent joined Area Apostolic Fellowship. With fervent unity, they lift high the name of the Lord. Let's watch the video highlights and relish these moments together.
magkaroon ng pagkakaisa na aakayin natin ng iba sa pananampalataya. Yun ang gusto ng Panginoon, na ang sanlibutan ay magkaroon ng pananampalataya na ang Diyos sinugo. Yung ang Panginoong Jesucristo sinugo, namatay dun sa krus ng Kalbaryo para tayo maligtas. Napakaganda ng epekto ng ating apostolic unity. Kung tayo hindi bibitaw, makita natin ang kahalagahan ng pagkatawag sa atin. Nagiging instrumento tayo ng pagkaligtas ng mga tao.
We have witnessed the undeniable presence of God's mercies and grace in action. This event is indeed worthy of celebration and gratitude. We rejoice in the triumph of the Joint Apostolic Fellowship involving our youth from Cavite, Occidental Mindoro, Laguna, and Quezon Province. The testimony of God's remarkable work extends beyond this district and is evident in all attendees, whether participating face-to-face or online. Celebrating the abundance of God's blessing in the PMCC Fort Watch of Stockton, families extending hope and peace to others, lifting prayers for those in need, spreading the message of God's love and salvation to their neighbors, fully committed to God's mission of sharing the gospel of Jesus, marked a significant milestone for the PMCC Fort Watch of Stockton as they hosted our inaugural community outreach event. Our brethren generously contributed their financial and material resources to support this evangelistic endeavor, alongside dedicating their time and making sacrifices for the cause of spreading the word. The words evangelism and prayer are key to growth, and palalakihin ko ito resonate in their hearts, reminding them of the wisdom imparted by our leaders. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the volunteers, sponsors, and community members who made this outreach program a success. Meanwhile, the celebration of our apostolic calling continues with the first of a series of sub-district fellowships in the United States. See how God is moving through the churches in the Northeast and watch the highlights of the recently concluded fellowship.
It was a beautiful sunny day in the U.S. Northeast Sub-District. Brethren and guests gathered to celebrate International Missionary Day with Presbyter Emeritus Furiol, the District Coordinator of United States District in Michigan Local Church. The event was a wonderful celebration filled with praises, songs of adoration, and outstanding performances from churches in Michigan, Baltimore, and New York. There was a special guest performance by Brother Kenneth Ines, who sang beautifully in praise and gratitude for all the Lord has done. The message of God delivered by Presbyter Emeritus Furiol, entitled The Essence and Blessings of Apostolic Leadership, illuminated the hearts and minds of the elect, serving as a reminder of the importance of God-given leadership in the church. It was a glorious fellowshipping for the northeastern churches and excitement already aroused for the next one to come. I'm your correspondent, Sister Ira De Jose, reporting for Church Update.
We're taking a short break for now, but please stay tuned for updates on our upcoming church events and to continue witnessing the victorious gatherings of our brethren.
I am now justified by Jesus Christ. I am now saved. I am now cleansed. My name is in the book of life. God wrote our story. He is the author of our faith. I am now saved. I am now cleansed. My name is in the book of life.
Since the beginning of time, there has been one great need for humankind. That's the need for light. In 2020, it seemed as if this was the darkest of times of humanity. But it was in the darkest times that the world finally got to see that glimmer of hope. That glimmer, that sliver that broke the most obscure moments of human history, shone through the initiation of the home-free global online crusades. What started from a sincere conviction, it turned to be a vision of God. Countries were closed, governments were shut down, households were confined. But that did not stop the gospel of Jesus Christ. Bishop Jonathan S. Ferriol could not bear the thought of wasting away days, weeks, even months, without spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ as preached by the good men of the house. In April 2020, a small group of people gathered with nothing in mind but only to share the light, came together to hold the first home-free global crusade. From humble beginnings with preaching to cameras and empty seats, to filled pews of chapels, to stadiums and parks overflowing with thousands and thousands of people. Through the preaching of the end-time gospel, all the more, the gates of heaven were swung wide open for the massive influx of souls. Every comment, every sharing of posts, every profile picture frame, every singing and dancing challenge, every online or personal invitation, every billboard, every press conference, every advertisement, led to the shedding of light and led to the salvation of a multitude of souls. Whether it was your neighbor down the street, your co-worker that you see at your job every day, the classmate across the room, your best friend for years, or even your own loved one and family member, the Home Free Global Crusades have impacted the masses. The mission of Jesus remains the same. Jesus came to save the world, but he also came to save the individual one. To fulfill this mission, Jesus Christ raised the good men of the house through voice and light, proclaiming Mark 16:15-16. The ministry of Apostle Arsenio T. Ferriol has shined brilliantly as he started preaching at the Quirino Grandstand 4 decades ago. To continue the apostolic practice of preaching the gospel was something that was always in the heart of God's leaders, especially in the heart of the Deputy Executive Minister, Bishop Jonathan S. Ferriol. In the past 3 years, the world has become a brighter place because of the Home Free Global Crusades. Hundreds have received healing, many have undergone transformations, and thousands more have finally received the assurance of their salvation. This year, we are anticipating more signs, wonders, and miracles to be performed in our time today through the ministry of Christ's end-time apostle alongside his deputy executive minister.
Welcome back to the PMCC Fort Worth Church Update. The marvels of God's careful orchestration of blessings never cease to amaze, as the steadfast love of the brethren from the Eastern Canada District shines brightly. Let us continue to magnify God's name as we witness the wonderful spiritual harvest during the Apostolic Missionary Day.
Joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before Him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. It is He who made us, and we are His, and we are His people. To God be the glory!
Congratulate all of you for making it here at the Brighton Convention Center for our first fellowship of the year. Praise God!
As a missionary church, the apostle himself is preaching. May it be individual, in buses, in ships, in his office. He's preaching in a big crowd. In times of pandemic, because of this accountability, the apostle with his partner, the deputy executive minister, could not help but to keep on preaching the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. And look at today, we are reaching millions of people just in one crusade, baptizing more than 6,000.
Welcome in our Apostolic Missionary Day. I hope this afternoon we're not just celebrating the life of the apostle. I hope this afternoon we can make a decision saying, Pastor, you're right. I'm gonna preserve the apostolic lifestyle. Myself and my wife, our marriage will preserve the apostolic lifestyle. My whole kids and my whole family, we will preserve the apostolic lifestyle. Let us be the one to preserve this apostolic lifestyle.
The Eastern Canada region has undeniably shown triumph against all odds in making this apostolic fellowship possible and fruitful. To God be the glory. The Pentecostal Missionary Church of Christ Fourth Watch in Madrid recently celebrated their annual Thanksgiving with heartfelt gratitude and jubilant praise. Amidst a backdrop of vibrant worship and fervent prayers, brethren gathered to offer thanks for the abundant blessings bestowed upon them throughout the year. From praises and worship to personal testimonies of God's faithfulness, the atmosphere was filled with the grateful spirit, led by their head pastor, Pastor Tess and Pastor Tom Salana. The local church of Madrid united in fellowship, embodying the spirit of gratitude and generosity, as they look back on the year with gratitude and forward with hope. The ultimate duty of man is to serve God. However, within the end-time church, this obligation takes on a deeper significance. We embrace the apostolic spirit of watchfulness, complemented by an attitude of thanksgiving. Recently, our local church in Madrid held its annual Thanksgiving event, an opportunity to express gratitude to God for the blessings we have received from Him. Now, let's delve into another news segment featuring our brethren from the Europe District as they shine brightly in conducting their Church Growth Summit with dedicated hearts and souls.
Europe District firmly believes that unity is the key to success. As such, the recently concluded Church Growth Summit in Fuengirola served as an opportunity for us to come together, make progress, and envision a future of triumph. The gathering started with a spirit of unity and obedience to the good man of the house, Apostle Arsenio T. Ferriol, and the leadership of Deputy Executive Minister Bishop Jonathan Ferriol. The attendees immersed themselves in worship, fellowship, and inspiration. Europe District Coordinator Evangelist Violi Concepcion shared a heart-stirring message from God, exhorting the important factors needed for the growth of expansion of the Philippi District. The summit focused on empowering leaders and equipping disciples for effective ministry and growth, culminating with dedication and fellowship. Attendees shared experiences and wisdom. The summit ended with a Christmas fellowship, exchanging gifts, and playing games. I am your correspondent, Sister Riza Calyao, reporting for Church Update.
As we come to the end of our broadcast, we want to extend our heartfelt appreciation to each and every one of you who tune in today. Your presence has truly made this program special. Before we sign off, we encourage you to help us spread the message by sharing today's episode on your social media platforms. Stay connected with us by following our Facebook page, PMCC4W, and subscribing to our YouTube channel, PMCC Fort Watch Official. For any further inquiries or to stay updated, visit our website at pmccfortwatch.org. Thank you once again for joining us, and may the abundant blessings of God be upon you. I'm Sister Charlene Deslate reporting for the PMCC Fort Watch Church Update.